why Mr. Shulk stopped so sudden.
I was just thinking about the cave near Colony 9. Do you know it, Nene? It's called Tephra Cave.
Nene no place. Nene tag along once with group of hum-hum. Went to fetch ether cylinders.
I've done that too sometimes. Went with Ryan a couple of times.
Mama! Hooray for twinsies! Nene went there during rebuilding effort.
So you did your part to help Nene. Thanks for that.
It not thing that need thanks per se. Just doing civic duty. Must stay friends and work together. With all peoples that live in world.
That's right.
But folk here have lot of angry scuffles. Fight between neighbors bad. Should watch Nene and Kino. Learn to everyone play nice.
Well, I wouldn't say the people here are enemies exactly. They just don't know how to work out their feelings.
That just fancy way of saying fighting?
It's not exactly like fighting. Both sides do understand each other, but their paths took them in different directions.
What Mr. Shulk mean?
If the two sides had simply hated each other, they wouldn't just leave. They'd try to drive the other side out by force. But that's not what they did. They still have common ground to stand on. And Melly is here now. They just need some time to mull things over.
Mr. Shulk is very kind person. Very different from Mama Pon. When Nene and Kino get into bad fight, Mama Pon spank first, then ask questions. Nene and Kino always in tears, but always say sorries and make up with hug. End of end, friendship become much stronger. Being friends mean a whole lot more fun, and more fun is more good. Also, everyone in Colony 9 was friends from start.
Well, that's because everyone there was working to help rebuild. We all share the same dream.
But dreams of people here all really all that different from each other.
For now, I guess. But Melly is doing the best she can, and we need to as well.
Nene understand. Nene will wait until Miss Melia make dreams of everyone mushed together as one. But if dream of Miss Melia not go through to everyone, in that case, Nene will give vicious spankings, and no one's spared, even not Mr. Shulk.
What? Me as well? Just promise to be gentle. Isn't it?
When stand on tippy edge, head go dizzy wall.
Kino, don't get too close to the edge. If you lose your footing, you could fall.
Here is much safer. Strange view when come to think about. Clouds look like floaty fluff below feet.
You're right. I don't think I've ever been this high up before either.
Mama, one moment. If clouds are in direction down, this continent floating even higher up than clouds.
Exactly. It's floating much higher up than Frontier Village in Magna Forest. Or even Erith Sea.
Strange, so strange. But why this island is floating higher than even clouds?
I think I remember something from an old book. As I recall, the Bionis Shoulder was once inhabited by the Giants, a highly advanced race. There used to be many islands floating above Erith Sea, you know.
Kino no, teeny tiny islands floating in sky. Very fantastic view.
The Giants. They could process and utilize hoverstone, a mineral with floating properties.
Amazing! In Earthsea, they gather so much hoverstone, it lifted up whole continents.
Actually, you might have it backwards. Maybe they took hoverstone from here and transported it back to RFC.
Whoa! Elementary! Kino 220% agree.
Of course, it's best to take all this with a grain of salt.
Huh?
Until now, no Hons, or even High Entia, have set foot on this continent. That's why the book's author might only be speculating about some aspects.
No, it makes sense. Can be no mistaken theory of Shulk. Shulk really do know everything, just like Dad upon saying.
Oh no, I'm positive there are things I don't know.
Dad upon say, friend Shulk is brainy smart, know everything. And also brave and cool, and could do anything if he put mind to it.
Did he really? I'm actually a little embarrassed now.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's only good thing. He also say Shulk is #1 sidekick of Dadapon. Next in line of awesome.
I see. Good old Ricky.
It's a fateful thing that you and I should see each other again here, like this.
Tyrea, what brought you to the Bionis shoulder?
A good question. Honestly, I had no motive. I wandered without aim, the Bionis no more. Before long, I found myself here. That's all.
So it is but a work of chance. Is that right?
Exactly. Though I certainly didn't expect that chance would bring me back to Alcamoth. The rest is just as I told you. I helped Elam with his research and surveilled the city, waiting for the right opportunity.
So then, you're saying you remained here in order to win back the capital, yes?
If I'm honest, I have to admit I did consider it. At least until the Fog King appeared.
And then?
The people who still live here, when I showed up, I was a dead woman walking. But they took me in without question. People like that, falling victim to that accursed monster. It doesn't bear thinking about. That's why.
You feel yourself indebted to them, right? Tyrea, you've changed.
Have I? Have I really?
Tyrea, if it's all right with you, why not come with us?
Melia.
We can't pretend the past didn't happen. I know that. But still, can't we at least band together?
I can't.
Is that so? Forgive me, Tyrea. It was thoughtless not to consider your feelings. You must see me as your mother's killer.
You misapprehend. That's not at issue here. I just don't understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand?
I simply... Since the day Yumea drew her final breath, I've lost sight of the path I should walk. It's still the same now. What can I focus on? Where should I go? What will bring meaning to my existence? Even my staying here, when it comes down to it, I'm just resigning myself to the winds of chance.
Tyrea, that's wrong.
Melia, you continue to misjudge me. I have not changed. I've never known anything. not even my own desires.
I can tell you feel lost, Tyrea.
I've never had anything remotely resembling your brilliance.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, feels doubt. We lost sight of the right path in the Great War. We all did, not just you. I did as well. Nay, I still do now. If I said all my doubts were behind me, it would be a heinous lie. When your heart is lost at sea and drifting, it takes time to find answers within. And when you've lost someone important to you, it takes more time still. Hear me. You are strong enough. In time, you will find your answers.
My skills were once widely recognized, though I may have used them to try and end your life.
Is that still something you wish to do?
If that were the case, you would have gone sailing over the edge of the Bionist shoulder a long time ago.
I believe so too. When in reality, I'm standing here talking with you. So then, I think that leaves us some room for friendship. Doesn't it?
You speak just like those Homs you traveled with.
I take that as a compliment, actually. But it's as you say. It's yet another thing I've learned from them.
Why are you so damn persistent? Is that your crown princess duty? Or do you simply pity the weakling I've become?
Enough. I'll hear no more of this self-loathing. My heart tells me it's the right thing to do. That is all. That is my reason, and the only answer you'll get.
Melia.
What's more, Tyrea? You're all the family I have left. Listen. Once we have dealt with the matter at hand, would you please give me your answer again?
And what if I cannot give you the answer that you're looking for?
I will respect whatever conclusion you arrive at, so long as it's one you can live with.
Don't get your hopes up.
Fine. That will suffice for now. I'll be waiting, Tyrea.
Should I really go along with Melia? Am I worthy? After all the years spent in shadows, all the blood. Yumea, Mother, please give me a sign.
Tyrea, do you perchance remember the day that we two first met?
I was wondering what you'd come out with. You finally decided to settle some past grudges, have you?
Not at all. I just found it quite moving. Though we crossed blades, contended for our very lives, here we are standing shoulder to shoulder, gazing out at our shared ancestral home.
Quite. Getting over all that was a minor miracle. If someone told me a year ago that we'd be doing this, I'd have carved out their spleen for suggesting it.
Tyrea, about what I said to you before,
Yes,
are your doubts allayed?
perhaps. Not all of them. However, my answer to the question you posed is more or less ready.
Tell me then.
Melia, you are the last High Emptier of Imperial blood.
Well, yes, that is true. Although, are you not also?
Quiet. You must continue the line. You and none other. You are the light, Melia. You must lead us. Gather our people under your banner. I don't think I ought to be there for that.
Why, Tyrea? What leads you to say such a thing?
The fact is, I was an Inquisitor of the Bionite Order, my very existence prescribed by law. You know what role the Order played in the Imperial family's history. I hardly need to remind you.
Tyrea.
Understand, I regret none of the deeds I did for you, Maya. But even so, all that I have done in that life lingers on inside me, a burden I can't escape. All I do is cast a deep shadow on your radiance. As the Imperial line rises to greet a new age, I would contribute nothing. I'd be a hindrance.
How can you hate your own self that much? If that is the answer you wish to give me, then it would be wrong for me to speak out against it. But I will say this, Tyrea. Imperial blood yet runs in your veins too, as does the mixed blood of Ahoms. We are no different. How could we be?
At this point, it doesn't mean a damn thing.
You're wrong.
Stop talking. I told you not to get your hopes up.
Can it really be your intention to keep blaming yourself? Why? Why won't you turn your eyes to the future? Is this what your mother would have wanted?
How dare you! You didn't know Mayor. You didn't know my mother.
Meme! Two of you, stop flaptraps!
Nene, what are you doing here?
That question very irregardable. Nene simply observes sneaky like from hiding. Miss Tyrea, Miss Melia, sister-pon fight is counterproductive.
What?
It's better to hug and make up blinkety-snap. If not, Mama-pon, roll up sleeves, then everyone's sorry.
Quit this clowning! We are not!
Incidentally, Nene is older sister-pon, so even in fight with Kino, always make up swifty quick. But it's not because Mama-pon scare into submission, okay? Actually, it's what Nene like to call mature attitude. Ugh, just thinking about make old scars and Nene itchy. But anyway, bottom line is fighting is bad. So, now is when pleased to hug and make up. Go on, say, sorry, sister-pon.
What is this thing going on about?
Mother, huh? If your mother... If Yumea were here now, looking at us like this, I wonder what she would say.
Hey, don't tell me you're taking it seriously. It's spouting nonsense.
Not it! Nene's not thing! Nene's Nene!
What point is there in talking about it now? There's no way for us to know. She's dead and gone.
My apologies, Tyrea. I know you put great faith in her. So I just thought... But it's as you say. I'll admit, I never understood your mother's mind, even at the very end.
Yumea's devotion to the Bionite Order was how she honored the Imperial line. And also how she channeled her woe over our ultimate fate. Her spirit contained no falsehood.
I see.
Due to the loftiness of her faith, Yumea could be very severe towards both me and herself. I'm sure if she could see me now. Attending at Yumea's side, serving her unto exhaustion was my whole life. Yumea's desires were mine as well. What's more, the blood that flows in me is in essence
Tyrea?
Yumea's blood and her will. Are they really doomed to just cease to be? Would Yumea really? Would Mother simply allow this?
Hey, whatever has got into you?
Melia, if Yumea were here, if she saw me, saw us two, here's how she'd rebuke us. If you wish a future for the High Entia, you must do whatever is in your power.
Huh?
Changing one's way of life means negating your past self. I tried to change myself, and the path I walked until then, I disavowed. The precious path I had walked as Yumea's loyal retainer. Let me be me then. The Empress is your shadow, and I'll do what's in my power.
So then, you will not change your ways, but still walk alongside me. Is that correct?
Yumea, Mother, kept me by her side for that purpose. She already showed me the road that I should take. I think I'd like to repay her by putting her will into action. For her, and for the future of the High Entia.
I see. So that's the answer you have chosen. I'm glad that is your decision, Tyrea.
You may be a fitting vessel to inherit the throne, but as a politician, you'll be much too soft for your own good. If you got blinded by pretty ideals and came to ruin, I could never face my mother.
No, I'd never be so...
Let's face it, you'll need someone to rein you in when you get too blinkered.
Frankly, I find the suggestion somewhat offensive. All right. But in that case, I must make a pronouncement too. I, Melia Antiqua, Empress of the High Entia, by my name do solemnly decree. Be thou guardian, for our subjects and the race entire. Act the mistress of unseen shadows, and pledge thy very life to this throne. Swear your might, to my bidding, Tyrea.
I accept. I will honor this commission, Your Majesty.
Miss Tyrea, Nene very proud. Managed to apologize very beautiful. Major Sister Pom vibes.
Who are you calling sisters? And I'll have you know I've nothing to apologize for.
Meh? But Miss Tyrea, just a proper big bow to Miss Melia, no?
You little... Are you actively trying to insult me?
Meh? But bow her plenty sorry feel. It's just like when Dadapon make apologizes to Mamapon.
Whatever. I'm too old for this.
The future is within our grasp, sister mine.
I'm really feeling it. All right, I'm feeling it.
Did Nene knock off socks?
Not long now, father, brother. With these two hands of mine, I will reclaim Alcamoth.
Hey, Melia, are you nervous?
Do not worry, Shulk. I'm just a little heightened. Trembling with excitement, as Dumban might say.
That's good to hear. I suppose it's no great wonder, though.
How about yourself? You've been given a big role to play. Taking it in your stride as usual.
Well, I've been remembering our time on the Bionis shoulder. It hasn't been easy, but we found the refugees here. Got to know Teelan and so on. I'm glad we came.
I see.
If we can retake the capital, and then get ourselves back to Colony 9, that'll be us sorted.
Sorted? Huh?
That's right. We're just about there now. We've got this, you know.
I'm sure.
What's wrong?
Say, Shulk. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the rift?
Right. Considering everything we've seen so far, we don't really know all that much about it. I've never seen anything like it. The Fog King, I mean. It's alien to the Bionis and Mechonis.
Indeed. The rift is a complete and utter enigma to us. All we know for certain is that its existence poses danger. A wholly new threat. For a wholly new world.
Sounds ominous.
Are my fears unfounded?
To be fair, there's a lot about this world that's different. Frankly, it's anyone's guess right now. Does it bother you? The rift, I mean.
I have an ill premonition.
Oh?
Disaster, complete ruin, inescapably looming over our future. I know not why, but that is the vague dread that I feel when I consider the rift.
Hey now.
I'm sorry. I know we have a big task ahead. I'll try to keep my chin up.
It's okay. Your misgivings may just be a weird hunch. Or for all we know, they might come true tomorrow. But there's plenty more we don't know. The future. No one knows it for certain. Still, that doesn't mean we're entirely helpless. Our actions, they're what shapes the future. We've proven that countless times already. So I think we'll get through this. If we stand together, no power in the world can stand against us.
Shulk. I swear, you never change.
Oh, sorry. I guess I might have gone a bit overboard.
No, I don't think that's possible. I think your words have hit the mark exactly. The future is ours, and it is decided here. All we can do is give our all to build a better one. Indeed, whatever awaits ahead. I seem to be in your debt again. You keep doing this, always helping me when I'm down.
I didn't really do anything, though. I'm just happy I could lift you up.
My thanks. All right, then. We have crucial work to do.
Defeat the Fog King and restore Alcamoth, right?
Exactly right. Shall we?
King of Fog, right here! Fog King looking awfully foggy today.
I would guess it correlates with the widening of the rift.
It changes nothing. The time is now.
Miss Melly, it's working!
Yes, now then.
Melia, let's go!
My friends, lend me your strength. The future belongs to us.
King of Fog will no name of hero born hero! Monster in for proper bashing!
There's no end to it. Lend us your power! Perspective! Time to join forces!
Success! King of Fog, white dust! And kindly never to come back.
Shulk, what's wrong?
The sky.
The rift is expanding.
Mama, something not right. Foggy fluffies all coming together. Okay, not take no for answer.
What is the meaning of this?
It must be drawing its strength from the rift. And now it's even bigger.
In other words, if we could close the rift, we might have a chance.
It's possible. But first, let's do all that we can here.
You're right.
This is all over Kino's head. What does Hero Pun fight against impossible odds is natural like breathing. Fine then, time to dish out extra mega circular fishy fancy with cherry on top. Shield Kakarang!
I'm feeling it! This'll leave a mark. Trigger edge! Splash Slash! We can definitely do it! Let's go! I'm feeling it!
But no stealing of mine!
Everyone, let's go! Let's go! Nasty thing! Shadow Arc! Smash Slash! Hey! Alright, I'm feeling it! I'm alright, thank you! We can definitely do Perspectives, do it now!
No use! It keep happening! What are we supposed to do now?
Don't give up, no matter how many times it returns. We can bring it down just the same. Our future must be kept safe. What? Telethia? Why? What? What on Bionis?
Melia, for whatever reason, those explosions seem to be distorting and destabilizing the rift.
Incredible. They saved us. Fine. Time to finish this. Please, buy me some time. Grant me your strength, friends.
King of Pop is the throne! Big win for good guys!
The future is safe. Finally.
It is.
They're waiting for you, Melia.
Does this world need a coronation? I just don't see the point.
Don't say that. It is the will of the people. It will mark the birth of a new era.
You'd also have been a fine choice.
Yes, well, I'm occupied with my research, as you know, Empress Melia.
Don't mock me.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.